In this video, I just want to talk about how you learn in this class. One of the things about LaLima, I'm a huge fan of LaLima. I think it's a little bit dated at this point. But one of the nice things about LaLima, or one of the things I don't like about LaLima, is that it's not intuitive. It's not straightforward where everything is organized. And so then you get different instructors doing different things, and you end up wasting, I feel, in my opinion, wasting a lot of time learning how a particular professor is going to do something, and then the class ends and you got to learn how a different professor is going to do a different thing. And you waste a lot of time learning it, and not, and the professor just expects that it's all going to be intuitive. I just don't think that's that case. I try to make it intuitive, but my thought here is I'm going to make just a few minute video here just to kind of talk to you about how I tried to organize things, and hopefully that's going to speed up the process of learning my um, idiosyncrasies, or traits about how I organize this. Okay, so you go into LaLima. I will be using announcements quite a bit. I won't be like emailing the class. I'll just use announcements. That way it's something permanent. It's organized pretty clearly. Even if you delete your emails, at least the announcements will always be here. And you can look at them throughout the entire course, even though only the last 10 days I think will appear here. Okay. I haven't seen that many people on campus in a long time. Okay. So, right, when you get to the class, it usually starts off here. Then the other thing you would then, I should look at this as a student would see this. Okay, so where you would start out with is going to introduction, syllabus, and introductory videos, where you will see this video as well as others, and you basically see the syllabus, the introduction of myself, and you're just going to see a bunch of other videos here as I post them all. This is where you basically start out to learn in this class. Then what you would do is you can go to weekly tasks. I make this just because I think students find it helpful to be able to cross things off on a list and know that they did what they need to do. So even though we have these lumped deadlines in this class, that, if you know that it's 2 weeks before the lumped deadline, you would need to do the weekly tasks for weeks 1 and week 2. And you can go for yourself and check things off when you do things, right? Pretty easy, huh? Then here we have our lectures. I keep it pretty straightforward here. We have all the chapters that we're doing in this class, and essentially, right here, we have each of these pages start out with the slides that you would, if we were having class, the PowerPoint slides. And then you scroll a little bit down more, and you get the video of me talking about the slides. A lecture, a traditional lecture. Okay. And then the other important tab here, it's not, so I made, these aren't really populated yet, but these would be when we get to exam 1, 2, and 3. This is for, don't look at, these are, I have to update this. This is for last spring. But basically you'll see kind of like a study guide. I'll make a video about how to prepare for each of the exams. I just haven't done that yet here, but that's where you'll see those things. But the important thing would here would be go to MH Campus. And so when you do that, the very first time, you'll see in the video that I'm going to make here, it'll have you logging in. But again, I'm going to make a separate video about that. But assuming you've already done that, when you hit that button, it's going to welcome you with your name, and it's going to show our textbook, and you're going to hit MH Connect. And We're just waiting here. And waiting. It might be grumpy though because I am viewing this as a student. Sorry. Yeah. So once you do that, again, I guess I'll look at your view here. So for you, right, you will have done the they don't organize this. I don't feel very well here. Okay, so you'll see for each of the chapters a graded assignment and practice. Graded and practice. Obviously, you would do the practice, I think, before you do the graded, but do your thing. If you scroll down enough, though, you do see that I then have the readings here as well. So this would be where you can click to do the readings. So in McGraw-Hill Connect, you've got 3 things so far. The exams are going to be here, but obviously they're not here yet. But what you're going to see are the practice questions, the graded questions. You're going to see the quizzes, and then you're going to see the readings. So graded homework, practice homework, quizzes, which aren't here just yet, and the readings. The other thing that you're going to see here, and this is not for all of the chapters, but for many of them, are you going to see the news analyses, which are right here. Okay. I wish this is a little bit better organized, but I guess that's the way it is. Trying to think of anything else here that I would want to know about how things are organized. So again, on McGraw-Hill Connect, basically this is where you're going to do anything graded in this class. Your quizzes are here, your reflection papers are here, your homeworks are here, your exams will be here. You're not going to be using Laulima for anything other than seeing the lectures. That's really its primary purpose. And I guess communication about how we will send messages to each other. Okay, that's how you learn in this class. Hopefully it's a little bit clear how I organized everything.